monster! A monster in our village!
I hear screaming. It's gotta be here.
You lot came back! We honestly... Ha! Looks like the little lady made it out, eh?
Of course, but more importantly...
Right. We've got a human on the hunt. Del's helping the villagers get to higher ground.
Truly? I'd not have expected it of him.
That's Fidelio through and through, isn't it?
I am Euphasia, the priestess. Thank you for helping with the evacuation. Hereon we shall...
Oh, priestess! It's the priestess!
Lady Eupha, please save us.
What don't you lot get about evacuate?
Yeah.
You wanna live? Do as you're told.
Priestess? What happened to the ritual? What of the dragon god's wrath?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster. How can we survive now?
Seid Idioten.
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual. The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it. We end this here.
Na dann?
We can do this!
Was für ein Second Phase, würde ich mal sagen. Ich nehme wieder Juna und Hazemay mit, einfach aus dem Grund, ihr beiden kriegt immer noch reduzierte EP in der Reserve.
It is time I put the truth to our teachings and rituals. I stand anew. I stand with you.
I thought we already finished this guy.
Now
Und wir sind
accept your
geheilt.
fate.
Stubborn one.
Yes!
Yes!
Win!
Das hat andere Resistances.
Even summoner. Not this time. If we all work together.
Drachengott. Oh, mal wieder voll scheinbar.
I shall rethink summoner. It is your turn!
Wie sein Gebet verändert.
My strength.
Ich hatte eh keine Verstärkung.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
What
Attack
is
was
this?
nullified?
By this power.
I see what's going on here.
Ice!
Are
Nothing?
you kidding me? That didn't do a thing!
So you're
He's about to
strong!
collapse.
Oh.
Someone heal him! Worthless! Heismay's in real danger. He needs healing now.
No! No, please!
Are you kidding me? That didn't do
I
a
shall
thing.
do my best. I must hold back. I pray you're ready. Perhaps this will be too strong. Please.
My thanks.
Juna's
Let us
struggling with
clean
her
up this
anxiety.
mess.
Don't let her get attacked.
Ich hab gerade kein Feuer auf meinem See, ne?
Nothing can work.
So much for that.
Ah, okay, ich verstehe die Mechanik.
Clear it! Free!
This is just what I need. For victory!
I'd rather refrain.
I'll
for
use
now.
what I must. What a blunder.
So much for that.
Let's go! Ice!
The shame.
Someone Someone help him get back in the Behold this power! Heisman got knocked out! We've gotta revive him!
We're not out of this yet.
I shall repay this favor tenfold.
This'll be over soon enough. Guards up!
Das ist auf Saglo.
This cannot be borne.
Someone heal him fast!
Du hast du bist was?
We'll combine our strength.
Heisman's
Is
in real
this
danger.
truly a
He
wise
needs healing
choice?
now.
Come forth, royal soul. With healing power.
I'm grateful.
Quite a boon.
Thanks. Heisman's anxiety give you. I call upon a royal soul. We'll be in big trouble. They're going for Heisman while he's anxious. Yufa's really hurting. Can someone help her?
Please go right ahead.
Face me.
Can we get her some healing?
Sorry.
Why?
Mergus goldener Pfeil.
Clear it.
Okay.
We're not out of this yet.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
That helped. Please, after
Let
you.
us combine our powers.
It's up to you now.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Pugilist. No. A favor, if I may.
Let's go. Flare. It didn't work.
It didn't affect them. Or this might be a good strategy.
Even my strength will be take my fullest power. I must do this. The enemy still stands.
Jagadier ist das Multi.
What?
Attack was nullified? Was that enough? Juna's anxious and they're out for her blood.
Blaues Blitz.
Clear it.
Das sah nicht nach Blitz aus.
Scour. Still here?
Wizard! Howling stubborn, hey? For victory!
Now is it the summoner? Come forth now.
Es sah mehr nach lila aus.
Future of the Mastari. Fall.
Ah, ich habe seinen goldenen Pfeil zweimal bekommen.
A halfway decent result.
I feel stronger.
Ich habe schon wieder ein Level up. Diesmal ein bisschen Glück.
Ha! I have never known such heights.
Excellent.
Marvelous.
I am most certainly stronger than I was.
A new ability. Right. That's the end of that.
Everyone, once again, thank you so much.
What a spectacle! To think I could have evacuated and missed the performance.
Yufa. That power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence of a history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctus Scriptures are fiction.
Mhm.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Yufa.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. Perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left, Adeni, even the night father and mother left this world, I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps we would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
Fair.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her?
Ganz genau.
You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks. But there is something that must finally be said. Yufa, I'm glad you chose life.
Hier.
I think I understand now. It's not slaying monsters that gets rid of the melancholia. I think it goes away when we help people overcome their fear and anxiety.
I have to say, for a moment there, it looked like we'd have more dead than alive. But now they've got the lance, priestess, and the whole sodden village in their corner.
It's only relevant as far as it matters for Luis's sake, Baz. Remember, we're doing this for a world where your blood don't matter, long as you can fend for yourself.
Suppose, but what about them that can't fend for themselves? Like them village folk you helped save. Reminds me of that Glodell business too. They're tough enough that they don't need dirty tricks. If you challenged them, and they won fair and square.
Pack it in, Basilio. Our war may be quieter, but we're still fighting. Hesitate out there and you're dead.
Dell.
Kriegen anscheinend Basilio langsam auf unsere Seite. Wenn Basilio sieht, ist auch, dass es vielleicht auch anders gehen könnte. Ist ja ein eigenes Aufzeichnen. Yes.
So, that's the lance everyone's after. Don't suppose you could chuck it our way, young miss?
I wanted to discuss that. Unfortunately, I cannot let the lance leave my side. But to that end, what if I were to accompany you? The monster is gone, the Magla-made distortion is visibly fading from our lands, the threat looming over the island has passed. That said, if I am to be a warrior priestess, then I feel I must learn what the world is like beyond our borders.
Das stimmt.
Besides, if you were to hold the lance, you would lose your powers of magic, which would be inconvenient.
Moment, wir unsere Magie verlieren?
Wait, we lose our magic powers?
Well, a flow of some protective magla surrounds you. Yet, when the lance nears you, it seems to dispel that magic. I can only assume it's one of Dracodios's powers.
Die Königsmagie.
What? Hold on. Protective Magla? You don't think she's talking about the king's magic?
What's come over you, Strode? You seem distraught.
Look, can I talk to you for a second? There's something I want to test with Dracodios. Did you all see that? This changes everything.
I'll say. I was wondering how a whole dragon's worth of magla fit in such an ordinary-looking lance. Now I finally understand.
Your pardon, but might someone clarify?
Warum brauchst du es lange zu checken, dass wir damit Louise Schutz vor der Königsmagie wegnehmen können?
He blocked it well enough, but the blow still landed. Our candidate was struck.
There's no doubt about it. This lance has the power to nullify the protection of the king's magic. That means, as long as you have this lance, any candidate can be killed. And if Luis knows that, it explains a lot.
Then I am well glad the brothers are not present to hear it. What a secret to have stumbled upon.
Maybe this is our chance. We can do what Grius couldn't, and this time he wouldn't see us coming.
Das Attentat Gambit.
His plan to assassinate Luis.
Yes. That was our original mission, after all.
You would use it to take a life.
Yikes. We've been blabbing in front of Yufa.
Doesn't matter. We'll need it kept quiet that we know the lance is secret. And we can't ask that of her without giving a proper explanation.
I was the one who came asking to be included. No matter how heavy or grim your burdens, I would shoulder them alongside you.
Sheesh. Not much we can say when she puts it like that.
But how would such an assassination be enacted? Those brothers will make damn sure we turn the lance over.
A stealth mission's out. Last time there were hardly any guards about and we still barely managed to survive. I'd rather not push our luck.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down. Well, Captain? Any ideas?
Sind die Bruder auf unserer
We
Seite?
could try convincing the brothers to join our side.
No, I don't think that one's realistic. I doubt even I could sway them.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down.
Ja, die Übergabe
Well, Captain?
mit stupid.
Any idea?
How about we give him a fake lance?
Würde man merken.
There's a thought. After all, the lance has been shut up in a temple for ages. Not even Luis would know what the real one looks like.
'Tis an easy thing to say, but are we even capable of making such a replica?
If you just need a visual double whipped up, that's certainly within my repertoire, what?
Oh, good. We've got a certified craftsman on board. Have at it then. Give us a lance to turn heads.
Yufa, knowing what we want to do with the lance, are you sure you still want to stick with us?
I did not falter in choosing my fate as a sacrifice, and I will not falter in this. Please, tell me everything.
Well, settle in. It's a long story.
So the prince is alive.
I know His Highness can guide us to a brighter future. Laugh at my hopes if you wish, yet
I do not know or love this prince as you do, but I can tell by your faith he is not one to cast others aside.
For now, we need to figure out when and where to ambush Luis. Treasonous bastard who cursed him.
I mean, das ist so ein Ding, was theoretisch nur zwei dieser Charaktere wissen, nämlich unser MC und Halgenbro, weil sie ja mit denen interagiert haben. Aber wir als Spieler wissen es auch noch nicht mal. Es wird dann vorausgesetzt, wir wissen, okay, der Prinz ist gut. Ist er da?
Well, if we're going to trick him with a fake, there's only one answer. Saint's Day. The city will be chock full of relics by then. Perfect for a bit of cover.
'tis the same day Luis plans to attack Forden. No doubt he has the same advantages in mind. The relics will be presented at Altebrie's Grand Opera House, yes?
Well then, you could try it while I'm singing. Long as I'm on stage, I can keep everyone's eyes on me.
I suppose it is time I face my destiny as well, in the name of protecting my people. I've no doubt my understanding of life itself will be tested. All I can do is hope for your support in my journey.
Oh ja, dich werden wir unterstützen.
Time to go!
Yay!
Not just the lance, but now we've got Yufa herself. Things are looking up. Maybe you just draw people to you, like the prince did. Strange to think of an understanding of life, though. I get it. It's just not something I thought about until recently. You think a fairy could find any meaning in that?
Schon.
Never too late to find out.
Yeah. I hope I'll find my own answers someday.
Kriegen wir es. Ja!
With you on our side, I know we'll figure it out.
Oh, der Magier kann es mehr erben. Ja, okay. Bei Magier schon nice, weil Magier nutze ich eigentlich doch recht oft. Ich was immer eine Magier in der
I will
Party.
go tell my brother of my departure.
Then we shall rest at the inn. 'Tis altogether too cramped in these quarters.
Cramped spaces are the foundation of camaraderie, I say. Well, to each their own.
Now then.
Was wird ihr denn sagen, Spieler? Nicht so bald, nehme ich an. Hat ja schon verstanden, wird etwas dauern. Wir müssen warten, bis sie fertig ist. Das ist für Levis Verletzung als Vorwand zu bleiben.
True.
Das wäre eine Zeit, wenn wir erst am Heiligen Tag dort sein müssen. Und wir vor uns abreisen, das so führen, dass wir möglich zusammen bereiten uns vor. Wenn Joffa wirklich mit uns kommt, dann sollten wir so viel Kampferfahrung wie möglich verschaffen. Nehmen wir sie mit zum Training.
Hold on. Hold on.
Most.
No, that.
Apologies for the intrusion.
Something wrong, love? It's late.
My brother had already retired for the day, so I thought I'd wait for tomorrow to tell him. But now that I find myself alone with my thoughts, I'm quite nervous.
Think you'll be able to tell him yourself?
If I cannot even do that, there would be little point in leaving the island. He will understand. After all, he left long before I did.
Ah, wir kriegen etwas vom Buch zu lesen.
Oh, it's a fantasy novel. He's never without it.
A fantasy? But what is it a fantasy of?
An ideale Welt.
It's a story about an ideal world.
Well, so you do not merely strive against evil. You have a vision for the world's betterment.
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists. Much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
In truth, 'tis difficult to envisage. All I have known is our own island's history and doctrine, and naught beyond it. So, well, would it be alright if I read some?
Du hast nicht die erste, die was mir von mir liest, also go ahead.
Remarkable. Despite all the people share in common, the world is filled with myriad faiths and beliefs.
Das ist bestimmt, wenn man einen großen Baum im Zentrum sieht, das ist immer eine Anspielung auf Yggdrasil. Immer.
Accordingly, those in search of spiritual meaning may seek and find many different teachings to guide them. I see. So the people of this world are free to believe as they will. Anyone may follow any god, any dogma.
So basically the opposite of the Sanctus Church.
Yep.
Our legends say that the ancient world was full of all manner of beliefs too. The people of Eld worshipped many gods from many pantheons. People confronted the anxiety that haunted them.
Thinking back, Some of those figures in the temple murals may have been gods.
Yes. That mural depicting myriad gods is an explanation of how this world came to be.
But ultimately, war claimed everything. Suppose that means it wasn't much of a utopia, right?
Perhaps freedom unchecked gave rise to conflict. Either way, to know the past is to ensure history does not repeat.
Ja, leider ist unkontrollierte Freiheit führt sehr oft zu Konflikten, leider.
If we are to create a utopia rooted in our world, faith is not enough. We must move onward and take action as allies. Because I believe that's how this must be used. This power that guides us to ideals. To walk forward, firmly, fearing nothing.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Your pardon?
Yufa and the mainlanders. What is it?
Brother, I must speak with you. Until now, I have understood nothing. But it is not merely the teachings I failed to grasp. I did not understand mother and father's wishes, nor indeed their own. As the priestess, I am duty-bound to protect our village. And I would do so not with a weapon, but with understanding. Brother, please permit me to travel alongside these people.
Your own journey. I never thought I'd see the day you'd ask to leave.
I humbly plead on her behalf as well.
My own journey's end freed me from our customs. Perhaps, had I sought comrades and friends of my own to walk with, I would have found purpose. So be it. Go and see this world with your own eyes. As a parting gift, Yufa, I entrust this to you.
What is it?
Mother's Kakara. With this staff in hand, she would travel the lands beyond our shore, seeking to spread our teachings.
I did not know she'd left anything behind. I gladly accept.
I must ask, Yufa, what do you plan to call yourself, once off the island?
What do you mean? I am the priestess of Verga Island. Should I be called anything else?
Indeed. To outsiders, we are only the islanders. We have hardly named the land, much less our humble village. We once saw no need for a name. We had rejected the world outside for so long, we knew but two lands. Those within our borders, and those without. Now that the truth of our traditions has been restored, we may celebrate them. And in that spirit, I would like to name our village.
Our home will have a name?
By your efforts, there is no longer any doubt. The dragon god Et is our village's guardian deity. Thus, it seems only right to call it the home of the dragon god Et. Etria. One day, after years untold, I hope Etria will be a bustling town. People from far and wide will meet here. It will be worthy of its name.
I think I found a world I want to be a part of. To that end, everyone, I look forward to our journeys together.
So, you're off to Altaberry. You'll have to watch for the tide, but you should arrive with plenty of time. If you have time yet to relax, our island home is humble, but I hope it is to your liking.
Also, das Blitzerang 12. Der Mensch besiegt und Yufa und Bürger gerettet waren, hatte ich ihre Unterstützung. Der Sieg über Louise und die Rettung des Prinzen kommen näher.
Well then.
Und ich denke mal, das ist as good as bought as any. Was 200k Geld, Jesus. Yes. Und zu speichern. die Aufnahmesession für heute zu beenden. Ich habe jetzt noch einiges geschafft. Endlich den Dungeon durch, den Drachentempel. Unseren 6. Party-Member. Und dann ist man noch gespannt, wie wir noch als Anhänger kriegen. Also wir kriegen hier, ne? Unser Party-Member. Und uns fehlt ja nur noch einer. Und ich habe ein paar Vermutungen, wer es sein könnte. Entweder Danny, entweder der Schreier. Oder einer von den beiden Brüdern. Dementsprechend bezweifle ich, dass wir noch einen weiteren Party-Member kriegen. Aber mal gucken. Ah ja, wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Lasst gerne Feedback und Supporter. Wir sehen uns. Bis dahin. Ciao. Baba.